Welcome back, and now it's time to finally go to Tartarus after so long of being not able to go. Let's head there. Now, the next area of Tartarus is, well, like every time we enter a new area, a bit of a difficulty spike, but it shouldn't be too bad. And we have a very strong new ally to carry us if things do go badly. Though hopefully we won't need to rely too badly on that. So, first thing that I want to do here is actually go into the Velvet Room, because I just realized something. I currently only have one persona that uses Zeo skills, and it's only standard Zeo, and it's, Pale Rider served me pretty well, but at this point it's starting to get a little bit not so great. So, I'm thinking of getting rid of it. There is a persona that we can make now, actually. Actually, wait a minute, I don't think we can. I believe it's actually 41, so I may have been wrong there. Yes, it's in fact 41. Okay, so Thoth. Yeah, I cannot get this yet. This is the better Zeo persona that I've been wanting, but, So, I'm in a bit of a dilemma here. I need something that learns better Zeo skills and is less than level 40. Well, guess what? There is literally an app for that. Because I've recently been told about something called Igor's Index, which is a program that you can download that works on most computers that is basically a portable persona compendium, but it also lets you search for fusions and search for specific skills. So what I've got up here is, I've done a search for level 40 or under personas that learn Zeonga, and what I found was Oberon, Takemikazuchi, Raja Naga, Saki Mitama, Rakshasa, weirdly enough, Loa, and Kukulane. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right or not, but Saki Mitama may not actually be that bad, and in fact it starts off with Zeonga, and in fact I believe I can actually get Saki Mitama right now if I want. So, let's just do a quick fusion search on how to get this. Let's just go for, level range, I suppose, 30 to 40. Okay, so Orobas plus Ganga is a possible combination, and we can see it right there, Saki Mitama. Gives me Diorama. I do still need both of these, though. So this will cost me quite a bit of money compendium-wise. But Saki Mitama, weak to strike is not great, but it has resistances to all of those, which is quite nice. I can get a Bufala, Medea on it, and I'm only at level 2 on Lovers, which is kind of a problem, but I am actually higher level on Tower, so I am going to go and quickly look up what I can do to fuse Kukulane, who actually might be slightly more appealing in that regard. So, Kukulane is actually a Tower persona, and if I check the fusion here, once again going for level range of... Can be a little hard to type stuff into this thing. And pretty much every fusion combination that I can find for Kukulane involves already fusing Incubus to begin with. Now, Incubus was something else that I wanted to make, and I can make it by fusing away 2 personas here that I don't actually need, because we won't be needing Hangman for a long time, and while Hama is going to be useful going ahead, I do have Virtue, which has Mahama, so I think I'm fine. I will want to fuse away Virtue eventually, as well as Flauros, but Pale Rider and Orpheus, and yes, we're gonna finally make this thing. So, yeah, let's see what I can get on this, though. Provoke, Rakukaja, Garula. Garula's not bad to ham on it, actually. Let's see what are the... Okay, so we've got most of the elements on Pale Rider. Might actually like to have it inherit Moodle, though, in some regard, because that's also going to be useful going ahead. Provoke, Mamudo, counter, Rakukaja. Anyway, I'm just going to see if I can get something. Mamudo and Garula. Okay, that's good. That's pretty much what I want. Now, so, before I make this persona, advance warning, this thing is one of the few things in the game that I'd agree may be ESRB M rating worthy. So, for those of you who don't want to see this, you might want to look away now. It's actually a lot less graphic when summoned in battle, but once we actually fuse it, it's gonna... yeah. And, yes, you and Gary Stu are, of course, two sides of the same coin. That makes way too much sense. And don't do that, please. Never do that ever again. So yeah, Incubus mostly uses fire skills and status ailments, like most Devil Arcana personas. Stagnant Air. So Stagnant Air is everyone has increased susceptibility to ailments. What can I get rid of? I like getting rid of the Life Strain. I don't really use that all that much. And now you're going to learn another Drain skill, Spirit Drain. Yeah, Devil Personas are all about screwing over enemies, which is an unintentional, awful pun considering what this thing is, but let's just ignore that. Spirit Drain. Spirit Drain is kind of useful sometimes as an emergency, but what do I have here that I can get rid of? I do kind of like Provoke and Evil Smile with Stagnant Air, but, you know, I have better things with Rage, so I'll get rid of that. And now Fire Break, which is actually the last thing you learn. And that is a very powerful skill, so I have better things with Rakukaja. In fact, at this point, we're starting to learn things with Ma Rakukaja, so I think I can be fine with that. So, we have Incubus now, and the weird thing is that, yeah, most of the Kukulane fusions involve using Incubus, which is kind of a problem because I actually kind of want Incubus for the fire. Oh, hey, there's Kukulane, but, yeah, Mothman. I don't want to get rid of Mothman. I do have a lot of money, though. So, yeah, I've got rank 7 in Tower, so it actually might not be that bad to... With Revolution is actually not that bad. I've said earlier that I don't like using Tower Personas that much, but I might make an exception for this one. Windbreak, too. Who has... Oh, yeah, you got all those break skills. Like, okay, so Mothman actually makes for excellent fusion fodder because it learns a lot of break skills naturally. I think that's how you're meant to use it anyway, because most of these skills that it learns break for, it doesn't actually learn the elements for, so you're sort of meant to pass them on to other things. Oh, that gets rid of Virtue, but okay. You want to have either Hammer or Mudor going in here. In fact, I think there are some things that are also more weak to Hammer, so I might want to get back Virtue. But anyway, Foul Breath and Stagnant... Oh, that's completely stupid, because both of those do the exact same thing. Just one of them is multi-target and one of them is single-target. Okay, in fact, I am glad that I didn't go through with that, because I would have been an idiot, because I forgot to register Incubus. And you're the only thing I can even register, so of course I want to replace the record. Okay, so, this may run me a lot of money, but Kukulane might not be a bad thing to have at this point, especially since Tower is so high-ranked, and I'm not going to get him out of normal spread. Unfortunately, I will actually be wanting Incubus back, like I said. Can I make it without having to get rid of, I could keep Virtue and use Queen Mab instead. That's also not bad. Megado, that's also good, and Auto Sukukaja is also great too. I have other things that have Rebellion and Revolution. Like Gunga, so I'm kind of fine with that. You only really need one persona with those things. Or I could get rid of Orobas. Either way, I'm going to want to buy it back. You can get Sharp Student that way. You or Mothman. Although Windbreak is not so useful considering that you don't have any wind skills. But again, that could be fusion fodder for something else. Auto Sukukaja is nice to have. Okay, you know what? I'm going to go for this one. Now, this does mean that I need to buy back Mothman and Incubus, but it's going to run me a lot of money, but I pretty much have money to burn at this point, so that's kind of fine. So, we have summoned forth which is actually how I thought this name was pronounced when I was a child. I mean, admittedly, my first experience with the name was Final Fantasy XII, where for some reason they gave the name to a giant slime monster. Ooh, Power Charge! Is this the first thing that we're getting with Power Charge? That's really good, actually. You know, Rakuunda could work wonders in combination with Power Charge. I'm not going to change that. And no Survive Dark. Well, that's fine. Survive Dark's not exactly the best skill in the first place. So, let me just look at you again. That's actually not bad. Mataru Kaja is great too, actually. Why did I say I don't like tower personas before? Clearly I had the wrong idea there. So this is where Igor's index is useful. It can show you the skills of personas at a glance so you know which ones you might want for your team. Orosuku Kaja, great. Mazionga, also nice. Power Charge, definitely nice to have. Though there's only one physical attack that I have to benefit from Power Charge, which is kind of a problem. Probably should have thought that through a bit better. And Kuninushi's here, but I need to be high level. And also Dominion, which I also need to be high level for. So... oh man, how much I'd love Power Charge on this thing. That would be amazing. But, like I said, now I'm going to go and buy back Incubus and... of course, I need to register you. Now I need to buy back... well, I'll be accepting the request later. I'll need to buy back Incubus. Devil's really low down, yeah. That is a lot of money, but it is kind of worth it. I need to buy back Incubus, and then I also need to buy back Mothman. Okay. Do I really need to buy back Mothman? Its main benefit was Megado and Orosuku Kaja and Revolution, which I have on other personas now. Oh, it's kind of a shame. I don't think I ever really got to fully use Mothman. I like Mothman a lot. I mean, I'm still not really 100% sure why. Resistance to Dark is nice, actually, but... everything that it can do, I can do better on other things. In fact, wait a minute, I'm pretty sure Incubus is immune to Dark, actually. Yes, it is. And there aren't many enemies that use both Dark and Light, so immunity to one and weakness to another is not that bad. So, out of these, I think I'm pretty much set, so time to accept some requests from Elizabeth. And now, one of these Tartarus requests, it's best if I don't accept it now. The Empress's Mirrors. So they only show up on floors 126 and on, and that's past the boss that I want to take on this session. So, accepting it now would be a waste of a slot. These things, though, well, that's going to make up some of the money that I spent getting Incubus back. But these things I definitely want to take. The Hakuro Mushas, they can either be very, very tough or very easy, depending. We'll see why once we actually see them. Don't want to accept that just yet. And I'm going to accept this just in case I run into a Gold Shadow. Then there's also that, but that's kind of annoying. And I was about to say, oh yeah, so I'm going to need to get Succubus as well, because Incubus and Succubus have a fusion spell, and I'm pretty sure that as long as you've used the fusion spell at least once, you still get to complete Elizabeth's fusion spell request for it, so I could go ahead and get that out of the way now, but Succubus is a bit beyond my level at this point, so no real point in doing that. Anyway, I want to bring Koromaru here. You want to bring either Koromaru or Ken to this section of Tartarus. Now, I did not buy a better dog suit. No, you've just got normal dog clothes, and I don't have any better weapons for you. Slash ward. Actually, that's not bad. Okay. High chance to counter physical attacks with Berserker's Seal. Thing is, Koromaru already learns counter skills. I probably better put that on someone like Yukari, who is severely weak to getting hit by physical attacks. So anyway, I'm going to bring Koromaru. I'm also going to bring Shinjiro, because, hey, he's just joined. This will be his first time actually in Tartarus. And do I have any better accessories for him at this point? No, he's still stuck with his beanie. Wind Charm, Varna Braces, Berserkers... this is the best thing I have for you at this point, unfortunately. Might want to take something off Junpei, actually. What do you have, Yukari? Because bringing Yukari at this stage might not be a bad idea. Oh, you got the Mage's Mark. That's actually pretty good. Actually, very good. In that case, I'm going to bring her along, too. And in that case, I might actually give you the counter physical attacks thing. I will want to take that off you at some point, though. And I have to re-talk to you to get you to join. Still wish you could equip party members off of a menu, but anyway. While I'm here, I may as well give Mitsuru that ice boosting accessory. Oh wow, Sigma Drive, that is not great. This is definitely going to be useful for you. Especially going into the next boss, now I think about it. Do I have anything better than a Silver Saber? No, I don't. I have 2 Silver Sabers, though. They both have +3 magic. So, with that, time to save and head on out into Tartarus. So here we go, but once again, we need to get back to the barricade in order to make progress, and that means going back through some floors we've already seen before. So unless something really interesting happens, I'll be cutting to when we get to the barricade. Well, if you call getting a Maypatra gen interesting, that's all that happened. So, let's go. The path is now open. And, take one last look at this floor, because this is the end of this block, so we'll be entering a new art style. Here we go. Block number 4. Yeah, I mean, tell me about it, this whole area is gold. So, welcome to the Tizaya block. The enemies are tougher, and, well, if Tartarus couldn't get any more ominous, this floor is literally made of organs. I actually really like this floor. It's really awesome looking, and it's a nice change from the dark, dreary ones earlier by being a lot more bright. So, we've got some new enemies here, Ill-Fated Maya and Killer Drive. I'm gonna go ahead and check the Killer Drive first.
Give me a sec. I'll scan the target.
Though I think everything here is weak to thunder, so my newly fused Kukulane might be useful here. I might intentionally hold off though, just to... Okay, there's Muzzyonga. Now, I will say, at this point in the game, skills are starting to get a lot more expensive. Oh, my thing is not weak to thunder, okay. So, SP actually becomes more of an issue at this point. So as you can see... Oh, right, okay, so this thing is weak to light. Thank goodness this scan went through, because it repels Shinjiro's basic physical attack. Also, yeah, just tries to power charge and hit you really hard. What can you expect from Chariot enemies? Now, these Mayas are also Chariot enemies. First time we've seen a Chariot Maya, so lots of physical attacks. But they are weak to both thunder and wind, as you found out here. Wow, Yukari is going down pretty quickly, actually. Maybe I should have given her the counter thing. Okay, so...
Enemies left. Give me a sec. I'll scan the target.
Okay, that thing goes 8th. I can probably afford to just Muzzyonga everything. Oh, Kuhulan, okay.
One enemy left.
Oh yeah, that is how, because I remember reading the Japanese katakana for it. It's like Kuhulan. I know that's not exactly educated because it's Irish and not Japanese. But still. Yeah, so Kuhulan, yeah, that makes more sense. Not Kukulane, yeah, ignore me completely. So the good thing about Shinjiro is that he has a slash attack as well as his regular strike attack, so he can actually hurt these things.
How the hell did I get myself into this?
Well, yeah, that was kind of painful. What do we got here? We have a cup and we have Orobus, which we already have. Okay, so... Shuffle Time is starting to do this now. So when the cards merge, pay attention to what they were before they merged. They'll unmerge in the same order. That's pretty much all I'll say there. I mean, all there is to say, really, but it can be kind of jerkish the first time you see it. But once you get used to it, it's not that bad, like all new Shuffle Time mechanics. Now, often the Killer Drives show up alone. Is this one, or is... No, it's not. It's a Constancy Relic. They usually don't show up alone.
Give me a sec. I'll scan the target.
Now, Constancy Relics, I believe, are weak to fire, so Koromaru is going to do well here, and I believe they use wind skills like most things that are relics, so, if I am misremembering and they use ice, this is going to end very badly for me. Okay, that is 40 SP. Doing that just so Yukari control this is probably not worth it. Oh, and I got a critical anyway.
Yes, the enemy's down. Attack again.
I am not going to because I want to see the scan.
Only one enemy left.
Oh, sorry, Koromaru. Haven't actually declined an all-out attack by him before.
Enemy. It seems like it's weak against fire.
So yes, I got it right. Uses wind, it has healing, and uses, uses wind. It's weak to fire. So, a lot of these relics are pretty predictable. They like to heal, and they like to use wind skills. I think I can just rush it now. They usually don't show up in groups of one, though, so kind of surprised that one did. Anyway... we have another group of enemies here. Let's see if there's anything new. Well, there is already. Actually, two new and one that's kinda new. The Champion Knight is exactly the same as before.
The enemy's weak against wind.
It's just a regular enemy now instead of a purple shadow. That's a problem because Heat Wave still hurts a lot. There are also the Tranquil Idols.
Give me a sec. I'll scan the
These
target.
enemies are another member of the only weak to instant death club, so they're always annoying to deal with.
The enemy's
Okay, for some
weak
reason I thought
against
you were weak
wind.
to instant death, but you're not, you're weak to wind.
There are 3 enemies
And
left.
I have a Raw Bus equipped, don't I? So, I like to keep these things down because Heat Wave is incredibly painful.
That's it. The enemy is down.
And Koromaru's probably going to wake it back up again, although Yukari will just knock it down again. So what else do I have here? Rakukaja, Torrent Shot, okay, I'm going to just go with a Torrent Shot. Wow, nice!
Shot. The enemy is off balance now.
See, being in great condition can be pretty useful when you're critical like that. And miss completely. Wow, what is it with everyone in critically?
2 enemies to go.
Getting rid of them is the least... Okay, please don't hit the thing on the ground. Yukari, you dumb fool. It's gonna use Heat Wave now.
This thing won't give up.
Okay, unless it dies to this. Please die to this. You are strong against all physical, and yeah, you didn't die to that. Okay, good, but it's my turn again.
Give me a sec. I'll scan the
Okay,
target.
my scan didn't go through, so that's kind of bad. Let's just... I don't need to thoroughly you.
One enemy left. Just one more.
No Heat Wave today. Okay, now these things I actually am pretty sure are weak to this, so... And that failed. You're gonna use Fatal Ending, aren't you? Yeah, Shinjiro is pretty predictable in what he does. He, again, basically just hits things and hits things very hard.
The enemy's weak against darkness.
So yeah, weak to Mudor and Repel Light, so woe betide anyone who brings Ken here and forgets to scan this, because that could end very badly. Anyway, it has Twin Shot and Hammer skills, so Koromaru is actually in pretty severe danger here. It's also immune to fire, but seeing as that it's weak to Koromaru's other elements, that's not really going to help it all that much. Please don't. Okay, so thankfully it went for Shinjiro, and it missed. So let's just take it down. And I get another critical for some reason. Okay.
The battle's over.
I mean, I'm not going to complain about getting a lot of criticals, but that's kind of amusing that it just happens so much. You, I don't have you. And you're not grayed out, so okay, so you went in like that, and I believe you were on that. No, you weren't. Dang it. Oh well. That's actually the lowest level Empress persona. I'm not going to need Empress until way later, so it's kind of not the end of the world if I miss that. I kind of would have liked to be in the compendium, though. And 2 of you.
There are 2 enemies.
2 enemies that are both weak to Hammer. This is a recipe for, actually probably disaster, since Mahama and Mamudo are notoriously unreliable, but at least I can try. Well, it got one of them.
Last one.
So yeah, generally you either get lucky with instant death on these things early, or just batter them to death with standard attacks. They're not really that bad. I mean, this thing did power charge, so that worries me kind of. Yeah, Shinjiro does go through his HP pretty quickly.
My next strike will be the last.
I still love that line, though. So, you are going next. Okay. Now, I'm pretty sure I have Yaya Nata Taishi who uses strike, so let's go to that as a safety precaution. And I did remember to get some more of, if I can find them, some more purifying rice. Ah, fail. Uh-oh. Oh, well, she survived. That's good.
I'm sorry. I can't take anymore. Can I pull out?
Coward, you will hold your ground, unless I say otherwise. Yeah, I almost never let party members retreat. It's just a waste of experience for them, and usually you can just heal them anyway. And even if they do go down, it's not much of a hassle to use a revival bead, so I personally just never accept people's offers to run away. There we go. So yeah, battering them down with... Okay, I don't want to talk over Shinjiro's battle finishing quotes because he has one that is really amazing and also really popular with the fan base, so I want to get that on camera, but like I said, yeah, you just beat them down with just standard attacks, and I don't think we've found the stairs yet, actually. So we've seen 4 new enemy types, actually, so far. Aha!
There are 3 enemies.
This looks like a job for creepy design persona. Except now I'm weak to... Oh, okay, so that's bad. But this could work. Okay, 1 went. I did buy a lot more homunculuses, or homunculi, or however you pluralize that, so shouldn't be too worried. Wow, okay then. That was a critical, wasn't it? Yeah, it was, and that was bad because they just critical beat. Then they put him back up again, except he's gonna... Oh, no, 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 no! Thank you. Shinjiro will be very, very mad if you took down Koromaru. He's probably gonna waste his turn healing. Yes, he is. Oh, well. At least party members using healing items doesn't cost you anything because they have an unlimited supply. This is probably going to fail miserably. Yes, it is. Never accept much from multi-targeting instant death spells except for the ultimate ones, which we'll be getting to later because those are hilariously broken. Okay, thank you for not going for Koromaru.
Hang in there.
Okay. Koromaru, you're gonna heal yourself again. So, this is,
2 enemies left.
quote-unquote, interesting of a battle. Have some more Mamudo, and it's probably gonna miss again. Well, another one went.
Last one.
Okay, I should probably put Yukari on healing if the enemies aren't weak to wind. Because if she heals Koromaru, then he probably... Oh, no.
Shinjiro Senpai is unconscious.
That was bad because that hit, and that means Shinjiro's going to miss out on experience in this fight. Huh, well, that was not great. Okay, at least Yukari's going to auto-revive him, but still. And I already have Virtue. Oh, nope. Still in the middle, actually. And now we can get Thoth, which is actually kind of, not helpful because we already have an electric user, so... So yeah, Yukari automatically reviving him. She's already gone through quite a bit of her SP though, so I'm pretty sure that I have Diorama on something. Yes, I do. I'll just use that on him, and then I will make sure to switch over to 1, because I want Auto Tarakaja back, and 2, because I want to get Incubus off my status screen. That thing saw us and west. That could have missed, but it hit, so that's fine. And another new thing. This is exactly why I wanted a better Thunder user, the Arcane Turret. Now, I kind of cut Fuka off, but she said 1 enemy and it's a strong one. That's usually a sign that you're under-leveled, so that's kind of bad. But... So the problem is I only have Mazionga, which is fairly expensive. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to use one of my Zionga gems, which I'm pretty sure that I have, which are right at the bottom of the list, so I can just wrap the list around. There we go.
Down. Now's your chance.
So as you can tell, these things are weak to Zeo, but they're one of those cases of an enemy that doesn't really have many attacks, but their few attacks are quite dangerous. They also have an absolute boatload of HP. So, in some ways, this thing is more of a quote-unquote boss in Moot Clothing than the actual boss in Moot Clothing of this floor, especially since they're immune to both Pierce and Strike. They have Vile Assault, which is the better version of Ken's Cruel Attack, and they can boost their own attack power. See, 1008 HP. That's pretty enormous for this point in the game. They are not immune to Moodle, though, so if this hits, that might save you some time. Like that. But yeah, they have an absolute boatload of HP. Thankfully, they only ever show up in groups of 1 at this point in the game. Yeah, I think Koromaru deserved that, and wow, that was a long time to the stairs. But yeah, that is why I wanted Zeo. Now, at the moment, Fuka's having trouble pinpointing the boss floor, but due to my ability to already know what happens, I can tell you the boss is on floor 22, so we still have a little while to go. That was kind of a weirdly designed area. What do we got here? Ah, these things are also new.
There are 2 enemies.
They are the Blue Sigil. I'm so sorry, Matthew Mercer.
Give me a sec. I'll scan the target.
Anyway, the Blue Sigils are... I actually forget what the Blue Sigils do. So, they have Bufudine, I'm pretty sure. So, do I have anything better than King Frost that nulls ice? Well, I've got you. I'm gonna wait for the scan because... you know what, I'll do with this. This could be good, it could be terrible, but... Okay, I got one of them. Oh, wow, really? Oh, and it couldn't use its one more. Okay, I had a feeling it was only weak to Dark. Unfortunately, Koromaru just used up his turn. So, yeah, has Ice, Bewilder, and can hit you with deadly paper cuts. Now, if this critical's a weak... No, it did not. They're actually pretty frail defensively and don't have much HP, so they're not too bad unless you're weak to ice. This is why I didn't bring Akihiko here. Like, even though they're only weak to Mudor, they're really not that hard to deal with. Unless you get unlucky like that and they get you with a critical. Aha! That's exactly why I equipped this persona. You know, you should have Mudo'd the one with more HP, but oh well.
One enemy to go.
Well, you've got a shot at getting them both. And surprisingly, these enemies are not the only reason why I said that you want to bring either Ken or Koromaru here. I was about to call Koromaru Mudor. That's basically what he is at this point, but his fire attacks are kind of useful.
My next strike will be the last.
Not if someone else finishes it first, and I should have put... Okay, so, yeah, note to self, put Yukari on support for every single battle where there are no knights. And I'll just crush it. No point wasting SP for Mudor. And critical again! Completely unnecessarily, but still. I don't think I've seen a single experience card yet.
Yes! My skill level has increased!
Not that Yukari needed it. Okay, you're a small enemy, which means you're probably one of those... Yep, it's another tank.
There's one enemy, and it's powerful.
So yeah, like I said, that line usually implies that you're underleveled. These things are actually like level 49 or something. Yeah, oh, 46.
Weakness is only one enemy left.
I suppose I can afford Mazionga?
The enemy's off balance. Attack!
It's a bit too much SP to be wasting against a single enemy. I do like that it has power charge, but then I put mostly... That's bad. Mostly magical attacks on it.
I can do it.
Probably should have got... In fact, if anything, though, my other ones didn't have that much they could pass down to it either. Torrent Shot is, I believe, Pierce, which the thing's immune to, so I can't even do that. So my Power Charge is kind of useless unless I just use a Power Charge basic attack, which you just generally don't ever want to do. And that is Pierce. Do I have anything that resists? You do! Okay, that's great. And I don't think it's actually worth using Power Charge. So I'd probably get a bigger damage output out of using this and then an all-out attack than I would by using a Power Charged attack.
Alright, let's kick some ass. Let's do it.
Well, if anything, we're getting to see Shinjiro's quite a lot more. And that's another hilarious thing about these enemies. They are a bit stupid and can sometimes use Tarukaja when they already have it up. If this was Persona 4 Golden, that would just increase the duration of Tarukaja, and it's so low on health that was kind of a waste, but oh well. But in this game, it just completely fails.
Ready for this?
We're going to need a heal after this.
What a tough bastard.
Yeah, I pretty much agree with Shinjiro at this point. I need to... Are you weak to anything dangerous this thing can do? No, you aren't. A Medea now might not be a bad thing. I'm more concerned about the heals on Koromaru and Yukari than I was on Shinjiro, and that's me.
Oh no! Yukari!
Yeah, these things do hurt quite a lot, especially when they have Tarukaja up.
Ready for this?
Okay, I need Yukari back now. I think my revival items are quite high up on the list as well. Okay, probably no need to waste a bomb of life here. Okay, it's attacking on back, and it's thankfully not hitting Yukari. And I'm just gonna put... No, don't put on Rush, you're immune to...
Can't do a damn thing.
So, yeah, you're too low on HP to risk using that thing, and your physical attack doesn't work. However, now I can go Rush, because we have slash attacks.
Run! The battle's over. Good.
Okay, there's it's only a 4 experience, though. Okay. Cross Spear! Yeah, great. There's a lot of good things you can get out of rank 6 weapon cards at this point in the game, but Cross Spear I already have tons of, and I'm going to go ahead and heal again. In fact, this time I might go ahead and use items for healing instead of SP, because we're only 2 floors in and I should not have wasted a medicinal powder, but they're pretty cheap anyway. Only 2 floors in and we're already almost halfway through our SP, so that's not good. Like I said, skills are starting to get a little bit more SP intensive at this point, but we have seen pretty much all the regular enemies at this point, except for the Purple Shadow, which showed up all the time in my practice run, but is not wanting to show up here.
There are 3 enemies. Be careful. My persona has a new ability.
Okay,
It restores your health a little when you advance to the next floor.
so Fu can now learn probably the most useful skill that she learns, and unfortunately it's the last one that she learns currently, Healing Wave. It's pretty self-explanatory, but it is amazing to have. Every time you ascend a floor, you recover a percentage of your HP, so... Like I said, definitely great to have, and lots of enemies here, but not really much in the way of purple ones. Again, purple ones showed up all the freaking time in my practice run, and I want them to show up because they give a ton of experience. Maya's again. Actually, this exact group again.
Watch out! There are 4 enemies. Give me a sec. I'll scan the target. It has multiple weaknesses.
So here's the scan for ill-fated Maya. Strong against strike attacks, weak to both thunder and wind, and it uses strike attacks. That's basically all. Except for slash attacks, which it just uses as its standard thing.
Ready for this?
I don't think you should have wasted HP on that.
3 enemies left.
Okay, I would have liked the dodge slash to have worked there, but oh well. Okay, that's new. I think that's new at least. I think that's a sword? Yes, but it's weaker than what I currently have. And the Silver Saber gives a better magic increase. So, not so sure about getting that, but anyway. And I already went there and that was a dead end. Give me a lot of weirdly designed floors this time. Of course, Tartarus is entirely random, as you definitely know by this point, so I think I can grab this. Muscle, really? And I saw you there, but I got stuck on a corner a little bit too late. It's just these things. I found out a strategy that I actually like better for these things. Equip a light immune persona and then just spam standard attacks, because they actually have such low defense that it doesn't really matter all that much.
I can do it. Koro-chan defeated an enemy.
Now that's one hell of a one.
Shinjiro has some good lines regarding Koromaru. Actually, everyone does. I guess is another really good one. We haven't actually seen I guess as one for Koromaru yet, but it's pretty good.
My skills have increased.
Okay, so nice, he leveled up. Not that he really needs it, he was already pretty strong as is. And they are really making it hard for me to find the stairs. So yeah, 22nd floor. A little bit longer to go. Aha! Sexy Lance? Really? Well, I didn't mean to go into the skills menu, but I guess I can just Medea everyone from here. And I suppose just Medea again. I know who I'm giving that to. Where is that? I mean, that's plus 30 SP though. I like plus 30 SP, but I also could potentially do charm, medium odds, and decent power and accuracy. That plus 30 SP though, if I get rid of that, I'm going to be losing quite a bit of SP. And I like having that, so I'm going to keep this for now. But in fact, what I should have done is, I'm going to go ahead and equip a bow. Because there is a gold shadow right there, and if I get this one, I may actually be able to finish the quest. And that'd be good to get that out of the way. Very, very good. It's right on a wall, though. I hate it when they're right on a wall. Be very, very quiet. We're hunting shadows. Okay, that's probably gonna run, honestly. It's gonna run, I can tell. Come here. There we go, got it! Okay, now we need to destroy you before you run away. I have... you have Swift Strike. That kind of has bad accuracy, though. Your agility is quite good. Let's look at you versus Kukuin, who has worse... Alright, one solid hit is all we need, so let's just go for a multi-hit attack. I hope this works. No, it did not. Rush it down now. There we go. Over 1,000.
Adios, asshole.
There we go. There's the line. There's everyone's favorite line. And what a perfect time to say that. I mean, yeah, gold shadows can be kind of a-holes. And I'm just gonna keep the bow equipped just to shoot this thing, just because I can. See, remember how I said that these things don't usually show up in groups of 1? Here they are in a group of 4, which means that I'm gonna have to switch to this thing to beat them. So we're gonna have to unfortunately see it again. Pretty powerful, though. Especially with the fire break behind it. So that wasn't hard, though I am going to get rid of the bow now. I just realized that Okay, so I could get Mothman back if I wanted, but I have a better one. I wanted to do that because I don't think I've picked up a money card so far. And I just realized that I got rid of the weapon that gave plus 40 SP anyway, so what was the point of that whole dilemma? If I equip Aaron right back again, I actually do get some SP back, it seems. Let me just see. I do get 10 back. Okay. You know, at this point, if it's only 10, I may as well put the sexy lance on. That's more of a Naginata than a lance, actually. Which are the weapons that the female protagonist uses in the portable version. Oh, hey, Shinjiro's using that for the first time. And it actually worked. And yes, enemies that are afraid have a massively higher chance of being critical, so definitely aids in Shinjiro's physical powers. And aids in other people's physical powers as well. Goodbye, Killer Drive.
That was a close one.
I guess kind of, since I missed twice with Mahama. And now you're only giving me a 3 experience card. I think you're gonna, yeah, you're gonna merge. But the 2 that I want are not in the merge pile, so I'm actually gonna get you, just, again, to add you to the compendium. Another level up for Koromaru. And a lot of yens, that was worth it. Let me just check, we just got Lenan C there. I don't know how to pronounce this, I'll have to rely on the protagonist again. But, okay, so pretty much entirely healing. Which is not really all that useful to us at this point. I've got a persona that has Dia and Medea, but also better actual abilities. And this thing right here, these little temple type things, they remind me of Digital Devil Saga a lot. Now that I've started playing that. So, after we stab the carpet with a sexy lance, no. After we climb this floor, we were at 119, so just 2 more to go, because after that will be the boss, and I still have not run into any purple shadows. Though, admittedly, I can't really complain too much. In my practice run, I didn't find any gold shadows, and I found 1 here. So, it kind of balances out. Actually, the thing about purple shadows at this point is that... See, they're actually not that bad, but they can be kind of dangerous, so I don't exactly want to die after getting a...
There are 3 of them. Strike first.
Getting a... gold shadow, is what I was trying to say there.
All right.
Aha! The sexy lance is activated! Oh, and you gotta kill the charm one immediately, aren't you? Oh, okay. Well, that's one of the few times I'm thankful for Mudok missing.
Help me.
And you're gonna... Fatal end the charmed one! Ah, well, that lasted long. How about you? Are you willing to fall victim to Garryasu's charms? No, you are not.
One more. Wow, they're all so powerful. No shadows are left.
Okay, there's a 6 experience card. There we go. That's more like it. Oh, and King Frost levels up because of that growth 1. Even though I haven't used him for a while.
Yes, my skill level has increased.
We're making decent progress level-wise, which is good.
That's that.
Back to only 4 experience cards. It's probably going to be stuff I already have. Well, we could get Take Mikazuchi again. Take Mikazuchi was on the right, I believe. There we go. No. So, another free auto Tarukaja for a Persona. At this point, I'm not so big on getting any more experience. Ooh, gold chest, okay. You still being around when I open that is a disaster waiting to happen, so I'll just take you out first. So, what's inside gold chest number 1? Magic Mirror. I was kind of hoping that it was the katana and that I'd be able to complete 2 requests with 1 trip, but well, the RNG would never be that kind. Still, magic mirrors are pretty decent, but that is one of the, not exactly the most unique things that can show up in gold chests. At this point, I am completely screwed. Except I'm not, because this is one of those shadows that don't follow you into corners. I'm not sure what determines whether shadows follow you into corners or not. All I know is that some do and some don't.
Watch out! There are 4 enemies.
This group again. I'm already on purifying rice, I may as well try. Ah, fail. Ooh. Well, okay then, let's see who gets afraid. Thankfully, the one really dangerous one was the one who got feared.
Hang in there.
Yeah, that I kind of agree with. You could have just knocked down everything with wind, but... That move I do not agree with. That was kind of a dumb move. Okay, let's see. I was about to say I have a cunning plan, then I realized I'm actually quite low on health, so might not be a good time for cunning plans. Actually, wait, scratch that. I forgot that I don't get a 1 more for that. Okay, somebody there... So let's just recap what just happened there. There's an enemy that's shocked, and thus is guaranteed to be criticaled. There is an enemy that's afraid, and thus has a really high chance of being criticaled. And Shinjiro went for the one that was neither. This game's AI, ladies and gentlemen!
The enemy's going to attack! Yes! Goro-chan! The enemy's off balance!
Okay. My cunning plan was to torrent shot this thing. And miss completely! Oh, okay.
Now there are 2 left!
Oh, right, you're resistant to that.
1 enemy to go!
Finally, that works! Wait, that's high counter?
The battle's over.
Okay, so apparently that skill that is contained within that item is high counter. High counter has a 50% chance of activating, and that's the first time that it's shown up this session. And all that for Rancid Gravy. And let's get Yukari to heal now, because everyone's kind of hurting. The enemies here aren't too bad if you take things calmly, but if not, things can get kind of bad. As you can see, everyone was pretty hurting from that battle. So only 2 more floors to go. May as well just rush through these. We've seen everything we can see here, except for the purple. I thought I saw a shadow here. Metal dog suits! And thus, Koromaru has become Metal Dog Solid. It's not actually that big an increase in defense, but oh well. At least it's better equipment for him. And that's a dead end. That is also a dead end, but this is the stairs. Yeah, I'm just kind of rushing through here because we've already seen everything, and we've got probably like 2 level ups each on everyone. Except for Shinjiro, who was already high level to begin with. Do I risk it? No, I don't think I'm going to risk it. Okay, hey, the stairs are right there. I may as well just go through them. So, that went pretty well, all things considered. So, let's head back, save, and regroup, because it's going to be boss time soon. Then I'm going to just go back in, because I know that you can find the purple shadows everywhere here, but I'd rather fight them on an earlier floor than higher up when I have to deal with not only more powerful enemies, but also the mirrors request, as well as the golden hand guards at the same time. I'd rather get one of them out of the way first. Though speaking of things we can get out of the way, we can actually get the gold shadow request out of the way too, which is great because that normally takes forever. Only leveled up once though. I blame that on finding less purple shadows. Those things give stupidly high amounts of experience. You'll see hopefully when I run into one. But anyway, gonna go ahead and save here. That's pretty good progress. Let's just check everyone's levels now. Though it's kind of easy to tell. Yeah, Yukari's leveled up twice. She doesn't learn anything useful until 43, though. And then Koromaru will have also leveled up twice. Now that we have, I'll just say it now, we actually have the full party at this point in the game, so... And you get Counter-Strike later. So, we've got a lot more options here. It also means that there's much less chance of running out of... We can stay in Tartarus longer, because there are so many people here. The chance of getting them all tired is just, like, pretty much none. So, you get a new skill in 1 level, though. Anyway, with that, I'm going to go ahead and save.